opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the football team. Teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
On first down, rolling to his right. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
First carry now for Tyler Irvin. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Shotgun handoff to Irvin. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. On first down, Irvin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was brought down.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. The 2nd down carry for Irvin. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
On first down, it's gone. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. A shotgun snap for Gone. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Now Gone. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
For the field goal, a 47-yard.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 1st down. Flushed out right. He'll try. And right away, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They have 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Goff. Flush to his right. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, Irvin. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and run down here with Irvin. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Goff now looks to throw. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Incomplete on the throw.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
25-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
6-0 our score after 1.
Washington, nothing.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved though if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
Nice job there. If you can overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. This will be caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. And they'll run here with Tavon Austin. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
To Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes this Washington 7, Lions 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he fires one to intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
At the 6-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the tackle, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
They go with Irvin to start the drive. And all the way up to the 41-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 41 yards on the ground. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Irvin. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He'll buy some time right. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's gone. Being chased out left. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now Goff on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
18 more yards.
As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Goff throwing again.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down a scoreboard here, can't do it again. Fumble, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And it gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
First down, Washington.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. That one caught by Gibson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Lions' 7-yard line.
To throw, Kaepernick. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. So on fourth down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They start out with a run from Irvin. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
He's taken down at the 7.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Again, they run. Again, it's Irvin. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
He was taken
on any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Goff on third down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the
Irvin on the carry. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Right back to Irvin. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on third down. Goff. It's caught. Nelson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10, Goff again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Again, Goff. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's gone. toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again is gone. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again. Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Urban. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. And that is incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
That is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
For the field goal, a 38-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Irvin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The Lions on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Goff. And taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. On the tackle, it was Greg Stroman, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Gone. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Irvin. And he stopped immediately there.
Irvin, the ball carrier.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Throwing on second down. Goff throwing deep for Galladay. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Goff. Flush to his right. This is going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Sets up fourth down.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Hooked off to the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
They'll roll him out right. That one slants to McLaurin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
13 yards. And the Washington first down.
On first down, it's Gibson. He's brought down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. They'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position.
He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. He's back to throw. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
37-yard line.
Flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
17. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Washington 13.
Well, we were on hand for a